She's a maniac, maniac on love. She's a maniac. How is everybody doing this morning? Oh, wait. I gotta get my, hold on. Before I do that. I forgot. I gotta. Okay. Now we're back at it. How's everybody doing this morning? It is Friday. Some of y'all got paid. What y'all doing with y'all money? Woo. Okay. I like these little lights. Hey, Nico, how you doing? I was up last night, still working late with my boss, but I was able to get a lot accomplished and whatever. But okay. Not much. Just living life. I agreed to do 3 short videos every day to see if that'll boost my numbers. Now, these are going to be random videos. It may not even be no talking in them. It may be you just seeing me do something. I don't know. But we'll see. So be on the lookout for just 3 random videos today. What part of Africa are you from? Spartan, I'm from USA. I don't live in Africa. I don't live in Africa. I live here in the US of A. America. Home of the brave. Home of the free. Well, it used to be free. It was never been really home of the free. It's never been free. That's for dang on sure. It ain't never been free. I ain't never got nothing free here. No freedom, no free food, no free nothing. I had a dream last night that I found my stolen car. Why would I dream about my stolen car? And it was a vivid dream too. Maybe they found my car. I had a dream I found my stolen car. Yeah, that's what I think. I'm having a premonition. I'm having a premonition that they done found my car. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know, but I had a dream about it so vivid last night. And my car was working better than before. Snapchat? Am I on Snapchat? Yes, I am on Snapchat. But am I going to answer you? I don't know. Yeah, I hope they find it. Because it was paid off, you know what I mean? I got the title and everything. You know how good it. You know what? It's always some shit when you pay off your car. That last payment, and you only have a good time for like a couple of months, and all of a sudden some shit always happen. Either the car get broken down. Yeah, somebody stole my car. No, I wasn't in it. No. You mean like a carjacking? No, thank God I wasn't carjacked. No, somebody stole my car. So it's been gone since January 22nd. If anybody knows who stole my car, let me know. Indiana. It's probably a Chicago person. I don't mean to say it was a Chicago person, but it could be. We get a lot of Chicago people here. Yes, they had the keys. That's how it got stolen. I lost the keys to my car. These people found my keys and stole my car. Which is something I've never done. I've never lost my keys before in my life. I've never lost my car keys until that day. But anyway, life goes on. Well, I don't know. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna put this on again. I like this eyeliner. So I gotta get another car. But I did have a dream that it was coming back. So I don't know. That was a weird dream. Very weird dream. That would be funny if I look it up today and they say they found it. That would be so funny. I am from Indiana. I'm from Indiana, in America. Oh. But I'm going to do, I don't know about these three short. You from Poland? Welcome from Poland. What time is it there? What time is it in Poland? That seemed like a nice place to visit. I want to visit some places. In particular, I want to go to China. I want to go to China, you know, because it's so neat looking online. It looks so neat. It looked like I would have a good time in China. Oh, what are you doing? I'm putting on my face for the day. You know, this is the, people put on makeup, you know, like a mask for the day to deal with whoever they got to deal with. So, you know, I put on my makeup for the day. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? I'm doing great, Anthony. It's Friday. You know, it's a good day to be alive, Anthony. It's a good day to be alive. You know what I mean? Despite whatever, it's a good day to be alive in America. You know, because you never know when your time is done, when your last day. So any day that you are alive is a good day. You in Nigeria. Akuma you. What that mean? Is that Hawaiian? Is that Hawaiian talk? I miss Hawaii. I went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. Oof, that was a good time. That was the best 2 weeks of my life. I love Hawaii. But yeah, I need to go and travel somewhere. So I'm thinking China But my first stop is Greece. So if anybody from Greece, I will be there. I will be there to see you. When am I coming to Nigeria? Where am I going to stay at in Nigeria? I don't know. I had to put that on the list. You carry worms every day for fun. Don't dark underwear. What you talking about? What you talking about? Who's carrying around worms every day for fun? The hell you talking about? It's too early in the morning to be talking crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go to oh man, I can't get this open. I wanna go to China, Greece. I want to visit California. I never been there before. I would like to visit California one time in my life, and that's it. I don't want to move there. I just want to, visit. It seems like the visitors turn into people that live there for some reason. They get so caught up in California that they don't want to leave. So I think most of the homeless people there are just the visitors. There's a lot of homeless in California, but I think most of those are visitors. There are visitors who got caught up and thought they could sustain a life in California and end up, on the street. Legalized dreamfish, Colorado. What the hell you talking about? You talking about drugs? You want all your drugs legalized? Is this the platform to voice that? I'm not Mr. Beast. You need to go on Mr. Beast's live stream and tell him that. Yes, I have two, but they're like adults. Start here for biblical truth. Pastor Gino. What the hell what are you talking about? Why are you bringing church into the live stream? Are you going to everybody live stream advertising for free? I hope they paying you. Don't advertise for free. Get your money. All 10 commandments have been broken. What you come on here to tell me that for? Why you come on here this morning talking about people? Does that make you feel great? Does that make you feel good to come here and talk about me? You don't know nothing about me. You don't know anything good about me at all. So why come on a live stream and talk about somebody that does good things in the world? Why would you do that? It doesn't matter what the messenger look like. It matters what the messenger is saying. That's it. It don't matter what I look like. Stop worrying about if you attracted to me or not. You don't need to be attracted to me. I'm not here for your attraction. I'm not here for you to like how I look. I'm here for a message. That's it. That's all. I'm spreading positivity. That's it. Don't worry about the being, the outer being. Worry about the words that's coming out of my mouth. Don't worry about that. Let's focus on what matters. You looking for a good woman? No, I'm not gonna promise to be a good woman. What is your opinion on state of order proposed 18 hours? Shit, who won't work that? Why would y'all stand for that? If you in Oregon and they telling you to work 18 hours shit, everybody, the whole state need to protest. That sounds crazy. Why in the world would you sign up for that? Ain't nobody signing up for that. Next. My brother has a big... Oh, hey, Antoinette. How you doing? Tell your brother I said hi. All of them. Cameron, you are not a good person. You are not a good person. Anybody that is claiming to be religious and come on people's platform and harass them and make them try to shame them and stuff, you are not of God. You are not a servant of God. You don't need to talk to me about no Jesus. You need to go get you some therapy because you need help. And you are not better than me. So you could keep talking whatever you talk all day long into the ground. Okay? Ain't nobody believing nothing you saying. Because if you was really trying to pull people into church, you would be talking in a more positive way. You are not talking not positive at all. You are trying to shame me for how I look. You're trying to shame me for how I look, and that's not of God. So I know you're the devil in disguise. Only the devil come and cause confusion and create a toxic environment. That's what the devil do. And you the devil. And you need to look in the mirror at yourself and ask yourself what kind of person you are. Because from what I can tell in this chat, you're a horrible person. You're the devil. And the devil is not going to survive around me. Thank you. Don't worry about what I look like. Don't worry about what I look like has nothing to do with the message that's coming out of my mouth. Because all these videos that I do and live streams I do, the main goal and the main thing, these are references for my children to come back and see what kind of person their mother was. You know what I mean? When I'm dead and gone, they have videos to look at, to see me, as the person I am every single time they click play on that video. So I'm not worried about you. I wish you could be a better person. That's what I do. I do wish you could be a better person. And hopefully one day you'll wake up in a positive, with a positive mindset, instead of sitting here wasting your time and energy, worry about what people look like online that you ain't never met. You ain't never met. I could be the stranger in the street and you having a heart attack or your car get screwed over. I could be the person to save your life. Who knows? You don't even know that. So why in the world would you go around trashing people online that you don't know? I don't get it. I don't get it. What? I had a phone call. Oh my God, this is so funny. This is so funny. Can y'all hear me? This is so funny. Oh my God. Oh shoot. This is so... Wait a second. Can y'all hear me? This is so fun. Oh! Ooh, this is so funny. This is going to be an interesting day. I tell you that right now. I tell you right now. Stop being the man. Cameron, I hear what you're saying, but you need to go to church. Talk to God. Hello, Stevie. Hi, hello, Steve. Steve, how you doing? Welcome to my TED Talk, owning the trolls. That's what I'm doing right now. owning the trolls. I get trolls in my live stream. They sprinkle in every now and then to talk about what I look like. You know what I mean? Talk about my teeth, how fat I am, and all that. But I want everybody to know that, don't bother the trolls. Let them get their words out of their mouth, because they haven't taken a dump this morning. A lot of these trolls are constipated. You know what I mean? They constipated with shit. So, they constipated, so they come on people live stream being horrible because they haven't taken a dump this morning. So ignore all the 3,000 passages of messages that's in my live stream right now. Ignore that, because these people are vitamin deficient, and they haven't taken a dump this morning. And you know how you get when you haven't taken no dump. You like a demon. You like a demon in the streets. But we're gonna have a great morning. It's Friday. Then the weekend, you got stuff to look forward to. You got new people to talk to, maybe. Who knows? You may have a new boo. Who knows? I don't know what you into. You may have some you're passionate about this weekend to work on. Who knows? Hey, Big Cheese, how you doing? How you doing, Big Cheese? Good morning. It's a glorious day. I know that's right. Take your damn vitamins. You know what I mean? Drink you some hot water. It help the poop come out. I know people don't believe in that, but it's true. Drink you some hot water. Drink you some hot water. Take your vitamins so you won't be a mean person. A lot of the people that are mean in this world, they don't take vitamins. They don't poop regularly. They're not regular poopers. You know what I mean? They live in a hell. They live in a personal hell. Okay? They live in a personal hell. Mean people are constipated. I believe that. Okay? They live in constipation. Cause you can't be fiber free. I mean, have all your vitamins and stuff and be a horrible person. I don't believe that. These people are vitamin deficient, constipated, angry with themselves because they ain't getting no dates or something. I don't know. But shout out to all the people who watch my live stream and have fabulous lives. They love their life. They love their partner. They love what they do for their job and stuff like that. And to everybody else who don't love what they do for their job, they don't love their partner, switch up. Get a new partner. Get a new job. Get a new job. Get a new job. Get a new partner. Get a new job. Whatever you got to do to make yourself feel great, powerful, put yourself in a positive mindset. Sometimes you got to get rid of the old and step into the new. Sometimes you got to step into the new. Today's a good day to do that. Friday's a good day to step into something new. Believe that. Believe that. Oh, I put my little blush on. Believe that. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? You have to step into the new. Why is the troll spamming my chat? I mean, they got to get heard. But that's what you got to do sometimes. I believe in no makeup in it. But I love makeup. I love it. I love looking like a cherry popsicle. Hey, Juki, how you doing? I love it. I love makeup. I love looking like a cherry pop. Plus, it wears down by the time in an hour. All this stuff will wear down anyway. But it looks nice. I like to look flushed I like the little positive. So that's what I'm doing. My positivity look. Because I got stuff to do today. I got to go to Costco because I'm leaning more towards a Chinese diet. You know what I mean? Well, not diet. A Chinese way of eating. I want to eat like I'm Chinese. I want to eat like a Chinese person now. I've been on Red Note for a very long time, and I admire how they fix and prepare and have time for their food and all that kind of stuff. I want to eat like a Chinese person. So I've been trying to figure out the main ingredients that they use for their food and stuff like that. With the chopstick, yes! I've learned that the chopstick is not that difficult. What it is kind of like a fork, except it slows you down in eating. It makes you take your time. But basically, when you have it like this, you're just scooping the food. And sometimes you can, clamp or you can scoop. You know what I mean? So I like using those. I want to learn how to eat more like a Chinese person. I want to eat more Chinese-like type stuff. You know what I mean? Because they mix all they shit. They don't give a damn. Whatever's in that damn refrigerator, they mixing that shit together and putting it in their wok or whatever. They cooking it all. They don't care. So I'm learning how to eat more like Chinese people, mixing different ingredients, vegetables, all that stuff. So I'm going to Costco today to get some stuff, and I'm gonna go to the international store to get the soy. I'm going to get the soy sauce, and I'm gonna get some bok choy, and I'm getting me some Napa cabbage because it lasts really long. So I'm getting some of that. I'm gonna get some what's up, big fish? What do you mean? What do you call me big fish for? I'm going to get some of that. And that's about it. I'm doing great. Yeah, but I want to eat like more like Chinese. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Learning how to prepare my food in a more Chinese way. Because I love vegetables, actually. I love vegetables. I have no problem eating vegetables and stuff. And all their food, all their dishes, they're filled with lots and lots and lots of vegetables. The meat is they use a lot of meat, but in every dish, the meat is like the accent, to the meal. It's not like the main thing. It's like the vegetables are and the rice are the main thing, and then the meat is like an accent on it. Different kind of dish. Yeah, I'm going to see about going to the store and seeing what I can get. I want to try some jujubes. They got a fruit called jujubes or something, or I don't know. I'm gonna get some of that. And I'm gonna just try some different things because right now I'm scared to eat chicken. Something about chicken is very scary nowadays, and so I don't want to eat chicken. I brought a bag of frozen chicken thighs, and that chicken, when I cut it open, it had like a gristly. I've never had chicken that had like gristle on it or something. I don't know what it was, but then I cut it up and I put it in my chicken Alfredo. It was okay, but it was the taste. Something. The taste is very off. So I will not be purchasing no more chicken. Something is wrong with it. Something wrong with the chicken. Something is wrong with that chicken. I don't know what it is, but you will not get me to buy it no more. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Something wrong with that. I don't even trust the beef, really. I don't trust the beef either. Something wrong with that. It doesn't there's something missing in that. I don't know what it is, but something missing. It tastes very strange. You have to go get not the Indiana chicken. You have to go get you have to go to what is that? Like a butcher to get your meat, really. If you want meat, you really need to go to a butcher, or you need to go to a trusted grocery store that sells, really good meat. The meat quality is better. You'll go vegan for you. I know that's right. I don't know about going vegan, but going vegetarian is probably a more better diet or something. But vegan's extreme. I don't want to do vegan. But more on the vegetarian side, and maybe more just eating like seafood. Because there are certain foods that they really can't, they can't create in a lab yet. Go for the meat that they can't go in the lab and make shit up, um, like seafood. That's probably gonna be very difficult to replicate that in a lab and make that taste like seafood. So stuff like that, they really can't replicate. Now, if you buy tuna in the package, tuna in the can, tuna in the pack, yeah, they can mess with that because they ain't nothing but chopped up, fish. But as far as shrimp and actual fish and stuff, they can't really, GMO that. They can't do that or make that in the lab. That would be difficult to do, without people noticing that it doesn't taste like real fish. So, all I know is that chicken, something wrong with chicken, I wouldn't buy it. I'm not buying it. So we about to go a little bit more on the vegetarian side, or what they call that? It's not vegetarian, but you eat fish. What do they call that? I don't know. I don't know what they call that. But that's what's about to happen. Cause I ain't got time. There you go, pescatarian. Yeah. Ooh, this is strong. It's some strong stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I want I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat lab grown meat. I don't know where they got the idea that people want to eat lab grown meat. Like that's a good idea. Nobody want to eat that. I seen a video. Hey, how you doing, Marvel? I seen a video girl made lab grown butter. Who want that? We already got lab grown butter. It's called I can't believe it's not butter. That is lab grown. That's an imitation of butter. Why we need another imitation of butter? We don't need that. Okay? We don't need another imitation of butter. They talking about we finally was able to engineer real butter, make butter out the lab or whatever, using the cells of the cow or something like that. I'm like, what the hell they talking about? We don't want no lab grown butter. We are running out of supplies and stock. You really think we running out of supplies and stock? Do you really think we running out of supplies and stock that they gotta make lab grown butter? You know what it is? It's a misuse of resources. That's what it is. It's a misuse of resources. And then on top of that, they not allowing people to have their own farms and stuff like that. Margarine is not butter. Seasons, where you been? Margarine is vegetable oil. So when you spread that country crock on your muffin, when you put that country crock or I can't believe it's not butter or whatever on your on your muffin, you are basically pouring vegetable oil on your food. So it's almost like you eating a fried muffin without cooking it. You know what I mean? So you are eating vegetable oil. When I found that out, I was disgusted. I said, "You telling me this stick of butter, this tub of country?" And that's probably why a lot of our elders died, because they used to buy tubs and tubs and tubs of country crock butter. I mean, you couldn't go to nobody's house without seeing that brown tub of country crock butter. Everybody had that country crock butter in their refrigerator. Everybody had it. Nobody understood what you was using was a whole tub of vegetable oil. Of vegetable oil. You was eating vegetable oil. It was not, that's not butter. Butter and margarine taste completely different. Real butter, real butter cooks different and tastes different. You know, when you use margarine, it's almost like you frying your food in something. You frying it in something. That's why if you run out of grease, like you cooking something, you want to cook something like some fried pork chops or something, you could put 2 sticks of margarine in the skillet and cook it with that, and it's gonna fry up just like you poured in vegetable oil, because that's what it is. It is vegetable oil. Yeah. Yeah, Crisco. Crisco was the thing to use. But a lot of people do not know that. They do not know that margarine is just vegetable oil. It's not butter. It is not butter at all. Yeah, yeah, AZ. Mm-hmm. Once I realized that shit wasn't butter, I said, "Oh no, I can't eat this no more. I cannot eat this." And because that's probably why a lot of people have heart attacks, heart problems, and issues, because they're not understanding what you are consuming is not real butter. You are consuming vegetable oil. Just think about how many times these people, eat country crock, or I can't believe it's not butter. They spreading it on everything, thinking it's a and some of those products claim to be a little bit healthier. You know what I mean? They claim to be a little bit healthier on the package, fooling people into thinking it's butter, but it is not butter. That is not butter. You are pouring vegetable oil into your body. It's a cheap alternative, of course. It's a cheap alternative to still get the same thing you want, but it is not good for you because it's vegetable oil. Yeah, we were doing everything. I'm telling you, my grandma had that tub out. We would be putting that country crock on everything. On everything. I mean, the biscuits, the toast, cooking it with your eggs, cooking. I mean, we was using that country crock on just about everything. Yeah, pancake. I'm telling you. Every time she went to the grocery store, she grabbed a bucket of that country crock. Back then, it wasn't nothing to them to buy a bucket of that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't see buckets of country crock like I used to in the store. They got the little containers, but people was buying it by the bucket. I mean, like a gallon almost of country crock butter, and you would go through that and go get another one. It was like a automated thing. Oh, I gotta get some more country crock butter. Go to the store, get country crock butter. Go to the store, get country crock. I mean, everybody was buying it, but nobody knew you was just really killing yourself early. You killing yourself early when you eating vegetable oil. It's probably now when I've watched a lot of the Chinese people on Red Note cook their food. They don't use butter and stuff like that. They don't use really like butter. They use like olive oil spray, or some type of cooking oil when they're cooking their food, stuff like that. But they don't use like margarine and all that kind of stuff. You know, they use a more simpler method to cooking their food. You know, they steam a lot of food. A lot of their food is steamed. Steamed eggs, steamed vegetables, steamed meat. They steam their food, you know, or boil, or you do like a hot pot. You know what I mean? They do hot pots, they boil. There's not a lot of frying going on. So, you know, I have learned that too from them, that you don't need all that stuff. You don't need a tub of butter and a tub of margarine to cook your stuff. Thank you, Carlos. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't need all that stuff. So next time you go in the grocery store, look at your packages and see, look at the back of the thing, you know, where the ingredients are, and you'll see it's just vegetable oil. I mean, yeah, that Marvel telling you in your face. They can't believe it's not butter. They put that shit on there thinking, I know somebody was in the room somewhere, one of them executives. Okay, so we got this new butter, or it's kind of like butter. So what are we going to call it? And then somebody was like, you know what? I can't even believe it's not butter. Oh, that's what we gonna call. Oh, we can't call it that. Oh, ain't nobody gonna go for that. Yeah, because it's a spin-off of butter. It's not butter, but it looks like, but it's not. You know, it'll be catchy. And it was for a long time. People was going around talking about, I can't believe it's not butter. You know, because they think it tastes like butter, so, you know, I can't believe it's not butter. But they're telling you it's not butter. It ain't. It ain't never been butter. It never will be butter. Yeah, you gotta make it look great. Mm-hmm. Hey, Byron, how you doing? You know what? Yeah. They fooled a lot of people with their whole stuff. All the packaging. Some of the packaging is just to trick your mind into buying it. You know, you got to go when you go in the grocery store. You got to go in the grocery store with a smart mind and not get tempted by packaging and the way it looks. That I think that's why Target and stuff lasted so long, because of packaging. You know, the women would go in the store and they love the packaging. The packaging of things is why people was in there buying stuff. So when you go into the store, you know what I mean? Don't go in there, you know, looking for stuff based on how it looks. Don't worry about how it looks. Worry about what is it going to do for you, not the look of it. UUG. I've been wondering about that. Now, what is G? What is that? I'm going to have to look into that. Hey, Florida. So pay attention. Pay attention next time you're in the store. Well, anyway, I have to go now, but 22 pounds and 3. Oh, you did good. Yeah, keep going. Keep going with the weight loss. Yeah, I'm hoping that eating more vegetables, eating more like a Chinese type of diet, or eating or whatever, will make some drastic improvements in my look and health and all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm aiming for. But anyway, you guys have a great and blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye.